What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do. We're on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day. Money making Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Last Friday of the year. So y'all know we got to do it big, man. Y'all know we got to do it big. Last night was looking like we were finna do it big until all of a sudden, everybody who was winning came crashing down and burned. My NBA play of the day had the Indiana Pacers plus the 5.5 points. Them boys was balling to start the game. Had a lead almost the entire game. Look at how long Indiana led the game versus Oklahoma City. It's crazy. And then all of a sudden, them boys just folded in the last 2-3 minutes of that game. Oklahoma City won and covered. Thunder Buddies, man. So that one hurt. The Magic lost. That one hurt after winning majority of the game. That Chicago Bulls, oh my God, now that one was absolutely disgusting. Them boys had, a 17-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Hawks scored 50 points in the fourth quarter. Went on a 34-9 run to close out the game. The line was 7. Hawks won by 8, man. That was my night last night, man. That's pretty much how my night went. So I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I need that back, man. The Grinch tried to come and steal Christmas yesterday. I'm finna steal it back today. That's my motivation for today. At least that's what I should say, man. That's how I'm feeling today. We ain't swept the board in a minute. We got 8 games. Let's sweep it today, man. Let's do exactly that. Let's kick the crap out of the books. Let's make some money tonight, man. No graphics. We don't need graphics, though. We finna make some money. So without further ado, man, let's cook up today's games. First game on the board. We got the Orlando Magic getting 7.5 points at home at the crib. Y'all know my thoughts on the Knicks. Overrated, overvalued. Solid team. I'm not looking to lay 7.5 points with them, though. Especially not on the Orlando Magic. Orlando, man, at home at the crib. They basically covered in 80% of their games over the last 2 seasons. I gotta roll with the Magic here in this one. Let me pull up the number for y'all. The Magic at home at the crib. Since the start of last season, Orlando is it's basically like a live show, y'all. So y'all just got to work with me here. At home, Orlando is 41-16-1. That's the number at home. Covered in 71.9% of their games. I'm on the Magic here. I know they let us down in tremendous fashion last night. I know they're on the back end of a back-to-back. No travel, though. I know the Knicks had a really good comeback on the Spurs on Christmas Day. A lot of people watched that game. Still doesn't mean lay 7.5 on Orlando, even despite Orlando's injuries. Give me the Magic plus the points in that one. We got the Indiana Pacers out on the road facing the Boston Celtics. Celtics laying 12.5 in this one. I'm not laying 12.5 with the Boston Celtics. It's a good spot. I ain't gonna lie. It's a good spot for the Celtics. Bounce back spot at home that also happens to be a revenge game. The problem is they're laying double digits, and I don't want to lay double digits with them. They've been a terrible, huge favorite thus far this season. And Indiana, I know they let us down in dramatic fashion last night. I get it. And they're on a back end of a back-to-back with travel. It's not a sexy spot for Indiana. But I want 12.5 points in my back pocket, man. This is we saw Indiana beat them outright earlier this season. Indiana, of course, played these boys in the Eastern Conference Finals a season ago. Indiana has been much improved recently on the road than they were to start the season. This is an Indiana team that has won, 5 straight road games? Golden State, Sacramento, Phoenix, Philadelphia. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Indiana, man. They did let us down last night. They did. But that still doesn't mean go lay double digits with Boston. A team that's been a terrible, huge favorite this season. A team that kind of feels like they're just going through the motions. A team that just lost outright on Christmas Day to Philadelphia. Can't do it, won't do it. I'll grab the double digits in my back pocket with Indiana. We keep it rolling. We head over to San Antonio. We head to Brooklyn, where the San Antonio Spurs are laying 7.5 points on Brooklyn. Brooklyn's the home team here. I would lean towards them in their direction. Brooklyn's been a solid ATS team this season. And I'm not really in a rush to lay this many points with San Antonio on the road. They have been a decent road favorite since the start of last season. They've only been favored in 5 games on the road since last year. They're 4-1 in the situation. ATS wise, Brooklyn has been free falling, but I just think the Spurs are a little overrated, overvalued in this spot, in this game. Everybody saw Wemby and them ball out on Christmas in New York, fell short in that game, and I'm kind of looking at something similar here, where it's like they're going to play well. You're like, I see the signs and tendencies that San Antonio is going to be a good team, but I wouldn't be shocked if they won the game by like 2, 3, 4 points. You feel me? I think Brooklyn doesn't have to keep this competitive. Brooklyn is one of them ATS teams where they're not a fun bet, but they're usually the right bet. That's what it is with Brooklyn. And I get it. They're still banged up, still missing their guys. I do see get a bucket Cam Thomas game time decision tonight. Could be back. Keep an eye out on that, man. I lean towards Brooklyn in this basketball game. Next game up, we're in Houston, where the Rockets are 1.5-point home favorites over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Houston, we have a problem. I told y'all about Orlando and how dominant they've been at home at the crib, or so are the Rockets, man. In that same span since the start of last season, the Rockets are 37-17-1 ATS at home. When they're favored at home, they're 22-9-1 ATS. Hey, money. I'm on the Houston Rockets laying the points in this one. I know the Timberwolves look good on Christmas Day. They did beat up on my Mavs. Had a huge lead in that game. We saw that lead wither away, though, at the end. And you can't play like that in Houston. You can't. You just can't. The Houston Rockets, man, be balling out at home at the crib. I trust them. They've been money for me. I'll lay it here with the Rockets. We got the Memphis Grizzlies laying 8.5 points on the New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans still the number 1 team on the do not bet list. They got taken behind the woodshed yesterday by the Houston Rockets, and Memphis probably comes in here and does the exact same thing. I'm not one that usually loves laying points with Memphis on the road. But the Grizzlies this season, right now, second best ATS team in the league. They haven't been that hard of a team to figure out. When they win, they cover. When they lose, they don't. I believe they win this game, so they should cover, especially against the number 1 team on the DNB, the Pelicans. So no need to overcomplicate this one. Memphis should win the game by double digits. Give me the Grizzlies. I'll lay it. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers laying 2.5 points on the Denver Chicken Nuggets in Denver. That shit don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. I'm on the Nuggets outright money line in this one. No need to overcomplicate it. I like Cleveland. I've been yapping about Cleveland all season long. Cleveland comes into this game the number 1 record team in the NBA and the number 1 ATS team in the NBA. But now they're truly overrated and overvalued. No way in hell they should be favorites in Denver. Mind you, this is the same Nuggets team since 2022 that has won 80% of their home games. The Nuggets go stupid, dummy, crazy at home at the crib. Man, I'm on Denver outright on the money line here in this one. I also really like the spot and situation for the Nuggets. Bounce back game at home. They lost their last game. That also happens to be a revenge game. Cleveland beat Denver earlier this season in Cleveland. Final score in that game was 126-114. It was earlier this month. Denver gets its revenge tonight. Revenge spot, man. Bounce back game at home that also happens to be a revenge game. And y'all gonna put us as dogs in the spot where we've won 80% of our games since the start of 2022? Stop it. Stop it, books. I don't care what y'all doing. I like Cleveland. But favorite in Denver, can't do it. Won't do it. Give me the Nuggets outright. Money line. Last and final game of the night. Sorry, we got 2 more. We got my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, out on the road facing the Phoenix Suns. This line been bouncing this morning. I want the Mavs in this spot. I trust the Mavs in this spot. Hey, the Mavs have been playing solid basketball this season without Luka Doncic. The Suns, when they've been, in the grand scheme of things, when they've been missing one of their guys, they've not been the same team. Look at their record without Kevin Durant this season. They've been terrible. I know they look good on Christmas Day without Devin Booker. I had them as my play of the day that day on Christmas with Kevin Durant, no Devin Booker. But it was just a play on the spot that day. Denver on the road, laying points. National televised game, good bounce back spot for the Suns. I thought it was a really good spot to take them. But the Mavs, they lost both games to Phoenix this season. I think they go and get their revenge. I do. The Mavs are the better team, in my opinion, anyway. One team has shown the ability to play well, missing their best player. The other team has shown the ability to not play well when missing a couple of their guys. So it's pretty much what this game boils down to me. If we get Dallas as a favorite in this game, like the line did there for a second, the Mavs have been absolute money as an away favorite since the start of last season. Mavs 23-8 as an away favorite since the start of last season. They've covered in 75% of their games. So I'm on the Mavs in this one. No need to overcomplicate it. Suns, they've been, since last year, they're the second worst ATS team. They've only covered in 39.8% of their games since the start of last year. That's right there with Atlanta. Terrible. Suns, 9 times out of 10, are a fade unless they just have a clear, concise spot and situation that says bet on them. Anything else, we're fading them. I'm on my favorite team, the Mavericks, here in that one. Last game of the night, actually, this time. We got the Golden State Warriors out on the road facing the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers laying 4.5 in this spot. I know the Warriors have been free-falling recently, but I trust the Warriors on the road. Since the start of last season, Golden State has covered in 63% of their road games. Clippers, I know they've beaten up on the Warriors in both games this season, but I think the Warriors actually show up here. I'm well aware Steph Curry is not playing in this game. That's already incorporated into the line, though. I'm on the Warriors. I think the Warriors have a legitimate chance to come here and win this game outright. I want the 4.5 in my back pocket. I'm also sprinkling outright on the money line. It's just a play on the spot situation, man. I trust the Warriors on the road, man. And I think everybody's selling their stock. They're done with them. That's exactly the time I want to buy it. Buy it when it's low. Buy it when it's cheap. So when it booms, you caught it at a great price. I'm on the Golden State Warriors here in our last and final game of the night. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man, that continue to tune in and watch this video. Money Making Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Last Friday of the year. That's kind of crazy to say. But it is what it is, man. Let's smash it. Let's end the year off on the right foot. The Grinch tried to steal Christmas last night, but we coming for that shit back tonight. That's how I'm feeling, man. I could legitimately bet every last one of these games tonight pretty big. So I got an NBA play of the day for y'all. If you watch the morning show, then you watch the morning show. But I do have an NBA play of the day for y'all over at the site. And I have a 3-pack. That 3-pack is really a 4-pack today, though. And it's going to include the NBA play of the day. So it includes 3 other plays and the NBA play of the day for the price of 3 on a Money Making Friday. Or you can hop on a 3-day pass, get everything that I got for the weekend, or hop on something even longer term as we continue to try to do what we do, which is kick the crap out of the books, betting hoops, man. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. If you know me, you know what the play of the day is tonight, man. I really want to tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all anyway. Fuck it. It's the Denver Nuggets. Bet with me tonight, the Denver Nuggets money line. That's the play of the day. You ain't got to scoop it up. You don't have to scoop up the NBA play of the day because it's the Denver Nuggets outright money line. 80% of their games they've won at home since the start of 2022. You're going to put them as dogs? Money Making Friday, man. Right after Christmas. The Grinch tried to steal it from us yesterday. We coming for our shit back today. Let's close the year out on the right foot, man. Last Friday of the year. I love y'all boys, man. Scoop up that. You don't have to scoop up the NBA play today because I just gave it to you. It's the Denver Nuggets money line. And then if you want more plays, the 3-pack includes the NBA play today. So you still got 3 plays in the 3-pack. Got me? Got me. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know, man. Let's cash tonight, man. Let's cash tonight. Let's cash tonight, buddy. I'm out of here. Peace.